Today we're going to be looking at the Traska Freediver. Traska is an American microbrand that focuses on producing adventure and tool watches. The Freediver is their dive watch offering. I will avoid discussing specifications in detail as these can be found on their website and in my detailed review below. Instead, I will talk about some of the things I like and some parts of the experience that I did not. It's easy to label this design as another derivative dive watch, but Traska has made a strong attempt to deliver something unique in terms of their dial offerings and overall finishing. I chose to get the mint dial with the stainless steel bezel, as this dial has become somewhat synonymous with the brand of late, and I decided to give it a shot. The watch feels very sturdy and robust and delivers a convincing adventure watch experience. One of the most interesting aspects of this watch is the proprietary coating on the watch. Traska claims this to have a Vickers rating 6 times that of regular 316L stainless steel. And I did attempt to lightly scratch the watch and was unsuccessful. So there definitely is an increased tolerance to scratches, and I think this is a huge value add considering the watch cost $375. When you have this watch in your hands, you can immediately feel the excellent build quality and attention to detail all around, with tight manufacturing tolerances even at the case and end link joints. The bezel action is great with little to no backplay. I was expecting a much poorer experience given the price of the watch, but was pleasantly surprised. I would have preferred that the lume marker at the top of the bezel was more angular to match the overall design of the dial, but I think this is okay. The Seiko NH35 is not my favorite movement, but for the price, you're getting something that's tried and tested, relatively easy to service, and helps bring the overall cost down. I logged the accuracy of this watch over a 4-day period and observed roughly plus 25 seconds per day. So I believe there's still room for better regulation, but this is still within NH35 spec. The crown and stem action feels a bit delicate, but that's typical of an NH35. The bracelet is very well made and looks very similar to an oyster bracelet. The clasp isn't the best, but is sufficient for a watch of this price and comes with a very nice stamped logo and brand name. An added bonus is the perlage finishing on the interior of the clasp. The bracelet has been catching hair on my wrist and giving me a complimentary manscaping, so for those with hairy wrists, be careful. There's 6 micro adjust slots, and you can see the perlage finishing here. It's a really nice touch. The color of the lume on the hands and hour indices is slightly mismatched. This isn't a deal breaker for me considering the price of the watch, but this seems like a problem that could have been easily rectified. They do illuminate evenly when activated, so this really isn't something to worry about. As you can see here, the rest of the finishing on the dial is impeccable. And I really like the choice of black, white, and mint green for their color palette. I think it really works on this watch. The Freediver wears very nicely on my 6¼ inch wrist. The watch measures 48 millimeters lug to lug and 40 millimeters across the case, making it very accessible for those with medium and large size wrists. The case is 12.5 millimeters tall with an extra 1 millimeter if you consider the slightly domed crystal. All excellent dimensions for an everyday tool watch. Onto the overall experience. The watch comes in a nice leather carrying case with a small leather insert that holds the watch securely inside. My only real problem with this experience has been the shipping and packaging of the watch. First point to be noted is that this watch appears to be shipping straight from the manufacturer in China. To hold the title of an independent American brand, I would expect for at least quality control to occur here in the United States, but the overall quality control is excellent on this watch, so maybe they are just that confident. This watch was shipped to me without any padding or protective packaging. This box was just shipped in an unpadded plastic envelope. I think this is quite risky and really the only problem I had with the overall purchasing experience. To quickly sum things up, I think this is a terrific watch and I definitely recommend it to anyone in the market for a well-made tool watch under $400. The only other contender I can think of is the Notice Retrospect, which I hope to have on my page in the next few weeks. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to read the entire review on beansandbezels.com.